Why, hello there, friends. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, my name is Kim. I am 30 and I live in Massachusetts. I haven't caught up with you guys for a while. After the Aruba trip, I kind of just took time off from filming. My job's been a lot lately. I work in property management and it's a time. It really is. Thankfully, my coworkers get me through it, because if not, I would be packing up my bags. But anyway, happy Pride Month. I wanted to film today. It is Sunday, and I wanted to film just kind of doing my everyday things. Kind of have to tidy up. I have to clean this room. This Disney room is a hot mess. Like, basically, once I got back from vacation and I washed clothes, I dumped everything in here and just haven't even touched anything. So we'll be doing that today. Got to do some laundry. I might mow my lawn today. Maybe. I'm not sure. But because of Pride Month, I felt that I was ready to share my coming out story with you guys. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'll just kind of go over the main points about my coming out story. And I figured I could do that as I'm, tidying up today, chat with you guys a bit, catch up on the last month that I haven't been recording. And yeah, so let me show you the state of this room first so you can see how bad it is, because it's not good. Honestly, to you guys, it probably doesn't look like too bad. It's really just like packing cubes, some random summer clothes I have in that corner. But I just kind of like keep dumping stuff in here. The desk is a hot mess. And I have been wanting to attack this closet because, again, also very scary in there. But before I get to that, I need a coffee. So let's make a little coffee, and then I'm going to separate clothes to start laundry, and then we can work on the room. Now, I did ask, I put a poll on Instagram, not a poll, like a question thing on Instagram to see if anybody had questions. I received a few. My Instagram has not been popping off. It hasn't for a while, honestly. I feel like I barely get any views. So posting questions on there and stuff, like interactive things, it really doesn't get me anywhere because none of my followers are seeing my stories. But anyway, I am going to answer a few of them that I got, and obviously go over, tell you guys my coming out story. Honestly, I'm a little nervous, guys, to kind of go over this. Like I said, I'm not going to go through too much in detail just because I do want to keep some things personal. But yeah, I came out, I'm 30, as I said in the beginning of the video. I came out when I was 14. And by mean I came out, I really fell out of the closet. Funnily enough. So I grew up Catholic-ish. I kind of went for like big holidays like Easter and stuff like that. But we weren't like avid churchgoers. And I'm not into church at all anymore. The reason I'm going into this is because I was doing my confirmation classes. So I already did my communion, I did my confirmation classes, and that's where I met the first girl that I dated. It's just funny thinking back at it, but kind of crazy, honestly. So yeah, met my first girlfriend in church class. Funnily enough, at the time, I had a boyfriend. Right? I had a boyfriend, and I think I was like telling my boyfriend at the time, I'd only been dating for a few weeks, and like he was a year older than me, so he was in high school and I was still, no. In my city, we had a school just for 9th grade, and then high school was 10, 11, 12. So yeah, that was the situation. So I had a boyfriend who was like in 10th grade. I was in 9th grade. I meet this girl at church class. I'm like, oh, she goes to our school. And he's like, oh yeah, I know her. She's a lesbian. Oh, okay. That sparked my interest because I had I had basically been telling my like close friends that I was bi because I had really found an interest in girls, but I never acted on it because I was way too shy, way too awkward. So I just dated a guy because that was what the normal thing was to do. Now, I feel like something that happens a lot, and I can speak from personal experience, like family or friends, they're like, but you like guys and you have a crush on this guy or you date guys or whatever. That still doesn't take away from the fact that people are bearing their feelings because they're trying to do what's socially accepted. And obviously, it's 2026. It's much more socially accepted now, even though there's a lot of people who are in the closet because they have family members that they know are not going to be accepting. And that's really sad. It really is. And I just hope that we can get to a point in this country, in the world, that we can all just be who we are and just not judge each other. Like, who cares? Like, who cares what this person is doing on their off time? Is it bothering your life? No. So just leave it alone. But I digress with that. That coffee's good. Anyway, let me try to actually do things while I'm talking because I can get really wrapped up in a conversation and not do what I'm supposed to be doing. Anyway, so yeah, I met this girl in church class and then we became friends and I went over her house and she kissed me knowing I had a boyfriend. I, of course, was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I told my boyfriend right away. Guys being guys, he was like, oh, I don't care, that's fine. Like, oh, that's hot, that general thing. Mind you, he didn't know that I considered myself bi because I wasn't too open about it with many people yet. Yeah, he was like, oh, it's fine. And I was like, okay. But the more I talked to the girl after she kissed me, I was like, yeah, I'm not into guys. I broke up with the guy, and then me and that girl started dating, and then I fell out of the closet. So we met probably in September, October. By December, I think we were like officially dating, and then my dog's going crazy. So yes, I broke up with the guy, started dating this girl. My mom found out, which I'm not going to say how she found out, but she found out, not by me, and did not go well. Did not go well at all. She pulled me out of class, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I got my phone taken away right away. It kind of just is a blur. Again, I was 14. This is a long time ago. There's a lot of things that I remember clearly and some things that are a little more blurry as that happens. Also, I am so sorry if you hear my dog in the background being a weirdo. He's just like rubbing himself on the couch. So yeah, my mom found out. I still kept dating this girl. I was figuring out ways to see her. But eventually I ended up living with my dad. Just to kind of be sensitive about this topic, because I don't want to bash my mom. And I don't want to bash any parents that at first it's hard for them to accept, especially 20 years ago. Well, like 15 years ago. It was a much different time. So my mom was not accepting. My stepdad at the time is pretty much homophobic. So I'm pretty sure that's what kind of happened, and like that's where the decision came from for me to move with my dad. So I lived with my dad for a few months, and then I moved back with my mom because I had lived my whole life with my mom. But yeah, that was basically, that's the quick synopsis of it. Like I said, I don't want to go too much into detail. It what I can just say is that it was really hard. Obviously, having your loved ones not be accepting of you, even if you're that young, and you know, parents are always going to be like, "Oh, you're confused. It's a trend." Like, no, it's not. These are my feelings, and I've suppressed my feelings because of what I'm being shown, heteronormative behavior. But it was a hard time, and you know, it got very dark for me, especially when I was living with my dad. I was self-harming, I became suicidal, I was really, really in a dark place, and the only thing that kept me going were my little sisters. My little sisters were literally like my children. I literally felt like they were my children. So being away from them, sorry if the light keeps going in and out. It's like the sun is out for a little bit, then it goes away. Um, if it weren't for them, I don't know if I'd be here right now, to be completely honest. But life gets better, you know. At that time, I thought like life wasn't going to get better. I thought, you know, how am I going to continue on with my life? You know, parents always say, or people always say, your life's going to be so much harder. And it is. It is hard to be in a same-sex relationship, even in 2026. If you want kids, it's much harder. You know, I'm constantly having to come out. People always think I'm straight. They see an engagement ring, which I don't have on right now, but they'll see an engagement ring and they'll be like, oh, that guy is lucky. Or like, oh, that guy must really love you. That's a nice ring. And I'm like, it's a girl. So I'm constantly having to come out. It's not fun. It's just something that you deal with when, you know, you're in a same-sex relationship. And besides all the noise on the outside, all that matters is that you're happy with yourself. And I am. And I'm so happy with myself and my life. I, you know, somehow made it through that really dark time. And now I have this amazing life with my fiance and my 2 dogs. And I get emotional about it all the time because it's crazy to me. Like, that 14-year-old girl would never believe that I was here. And if you guys, you know, if you know me a little more personally, then you know more in depth about what I went through. But yeah, I was really back and forth about telling my story online, but I figured if it helps one person, then I did my job. Like, I just want people to know coming out, yeah, it's gonna be hard. It is gonna be hard. Whether it's your family, whether it's your friends that are not supportive, there's so much community out there, and it's your life. Like, you deserve to be happy, and if your family and friends don't accept that, then that's their loss. Because at the end of the day, you're still the same person. Who you love does not change who you are as a person. And on that note, I'm going to need to take a break because I'm getting emotional. All right, we're back. I'm feeling better. And I separated laundry, so I'm actually down here right now. I'm going to put some laundry going. Where did I even leave off, guys? I don't even know, but... Oh, bless you, Jonas. Basically, after I moved back with my mom, I think I literally lived with my dad for like 3 months. I moved back and kept dating girls, obviously. But that whole time, my mom thought I was not. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. So, yeah, I was struggling to keep that private. I don't know, like, I don't think she caught on, because the relationship I was in before I started dating my fiance, I was with that girl for like 3 years, and we like dated while I was in high school slash early college, and my mom thought in the beginning that we were just friends, but we were dating. So then she eventually knew that we were dating because somehow, I don't know, somehow she found out by a family friend, God even knows. But yeah, I dated that girl for like 3 years. First was like hiding a bit, second half I wasn't, and then we broke up, and here I am. How long has it been now? If I came out when I was 14, and I'm 30, so it was 16 years ago. Crazy. And when I tell you, if you guys don't know, I used to live in New York. So the fact that I live in a complete other state, don't live anywhere near my family, like, it's crazy to me. Like, 14-year-old Kim would have never thought this was a thing. But yeah, I eventually had a heart-to-heart with my mom. Actually, not too long ago. It took a long time for us to get there, to really have that heart-to-heart and literally just go through everything I felt, like, from when I first came out. And it was really good for us. It was great, and we're in a great place now. So yeah, I'm happy. But yeah, that's my coming out story. If you guys ever have any questions, my DMs are always open. If you ever want to talk, I'm always here. Like, I've always said I wanted to somehow get into some sort of program like that I can help kids, like younger people that are trying to come out. And I don't know, I just want to be there for people, because it would have been nice if I did have someone back at that time when I was 14 and coming out, and, you know, even when I was still hiding all my relationships, living at home, it would have been nice to have someone that was going through a similar thing as me. So yeah, if you guys need to talk, I'm always here. But on to some questions. Of course, I got asked, where did Dominique and I meet? And boy, would you guys like to know. Let's go upstairs first. Where did we meet? Drum roll. We met on Tumblr. I used to be so embarrassed about saying that, because I feel like that's very niche, but also like very lesbian of us. And I, weirdly enough, was the one who messaged her first, which is never something that I do. So worked out for the best. But yeah, I met on Tumblr. Pretty funny. Like I said, I messaged her first, and we went from talking on there to then talking on Snapchat, and then FaceTime every day, and then met like 2 weeks later. So went pretty quick in classic U-Haul lesbian fashion. And here we are, 8 years later. Well, about to be 8 years on July 10th. I can't believe it's been 8 years. It's truly insane to me. It feels like it's been longer, but it also feels like it hasn't at the same time. If that makes sense. But yeah, that's how we met. And yeah, then I ended up moving. It was literally like a year. It was about to be a year of us dating when I then moved over here. And then we had an apartment for a little bit for 3 years, and then we got a house. Other question I got was wedding planning. So we've been engaged for about a year now. Nope, it's been a year already. She proposed to me June 1st of last year. And then I actually proposed back to her in August when we went to Aruba, but, you know, we were still engaged anyway in June. So yeah, wedding planning, we're just starting, actually. I feel like some people, like, literally get on it right away, and that was not me. I just wanted to be, like, kind of like a weekend instead of just one day, like, just for a few hours. I'd like to maybe stay somewhere close, or really what I was thinking, and I don't know if this is going to work, is rent a house, have the wedding there. Some of the wedding party can stay there. And then the next day, like, the people come back and we can, like, do a brunch like the rest of the people. I don't know if that's going to work, though. That would be, like, my perfect scenario. Let's see how we can figure it out. We did already hire a wedding planner, which is Dominique's cousin, who just started a wedding planning business with her best friend called S&A Events, and they actually just had their 1-year anniversary party this week. So yeah, I'm excited for them to start showing me things and to start looking at venues and all that stuff. But I really thought that, you know, Dominique owns a restaurant with her parents. Me working in property management, I'm just like out for the count by the time I get home, and I just felt like having a wedding planner was going to be the best thing for us. So yeah, I'm excited to start working on that. If you guys do live in New England, like Rhode Island, Massachusetts, I would say, highly recommend. Like I said, they've only been around for a year now, but they've already done so many weddings. They already have a lot booked out, and they're just great. Like, they know what they're doing, and you have 2 wedding planners, wedding coordinators instead of 1 when you hire them. So it's nice. So I'll put their information below if you guys are interested. And then the very last question I got is, when am I going to Disney next? And I literally posted it on my story already. We literally leave in like 10 days, I think. And I still haven't packed. So that's why cleaning up this room was a priority today, because the next thing I'll be filming is packing and prepping and figuring out outfits, because I haven't done that yet either. Lovely. So yeah, that's what's been going on in my life, honestly. I feel like my job has just been like so mentally taxing that like I get home, I don't want to do anything. And it's really not healthy, but hopefully I think it's getting better. I don't know, I guess we'll see. I completely forgot that when I went to Florida last month for my sister's graduation, that I bought this at the Disney store. And now I'm excited because I'll definitely be wearing this when I go in 2 weeks. Also, something else I bought was this. I actually bought this in California, and I forgot to show it in my haul because it was broken. So I don't love that for me. I'm going to try to put some like crazy glue in here or something to get it to stay. But then I'm nervous that even if I glue it, that it'll just fall off again. I don't know if anybody else has had issues with these. I mean, it is like plastic on plastic, so it's not like it's screwed in or something. So I could see it happening again. Anywho, what else? What else is going on? Love Island, guys. We have to chat because what is going on this season? This is only my 2nd season that I've been watching, and it's been a lot. It's been so much. Like, who are your favorites? Tell me below who are your favorites, who you actually think are an actual couple. Melanie and Sincere, what are your thoughts? Because Sincere is not sincere. You know what it is, guys? He's Puerto Rican, she's Dominican. It's toxic. That's all I'm gonna say. That's just what it is. And that's coming from someone who's Puerto Rican and Dominican. It's not working. It's not working, guys. So, I don't know. We'll see. Also, Bubble Bar sent me these 2 pieces. I posted on my story the other day. So it was gifted. So we got these Jessie earrings here. And then this this Toy Story bracelet with aliens. I actually think me and Dominique are going to go see it tomorrow. I think after work we'll have a little date night, go get some dinner, and then go see the movie. I'm so excited. Well, I've decided that I want to clear out all my stuff. I feel like I've been wanting to go through all of my charms bags, all of this stuff in here for a while, and I decided today is going to be the day. It's 3:41 though, and I do have friends coming over later, so I kind of gotta like get it going, you know? But there's some things like random ears that they're not like Disney parks ears. Oh, sorry. Come on in, Jonas. Come on in. Like these. These two I literally got from AliExpress, and I was like back and forth about keeping them, but I think I'm just gonna keep them because I feel like they'll be useful if I ever want to do a bound. One other thing I want to go through, guys, is my ears. Today's not going to be the day. I do want to try to purge some stuff because I feel like it's a bit excessive at this point. I have been doing better with not buying as much Disney merch. I have to say I'm proud of myself. Pins, another story. That's my hyperfixation lately. But like ears, clothes, like I've just been trying to dial down on that stuff. Obviously, if there's something that I like really, really love, I'm going to get it because of Disney stuff. If you don't get it, you're going to lose out on it likely. So, yeah, but I don't know, like this hat. I bought it also, don't mind, I have eye patches on. I felt like I looked really sleepy, so I threw those on while I'm cleaning. Anyway, I think Dom actually bought me this hat, one of our first Disney trips together, and I thought that it was so cute, but like, am I ever wearing this? I feel like I look ridiculous with this on. I don't know. I feel like the bucket hat life is not for me. I just thought it was super cute and I wanted it, but I didn't really think about if I was going to wear it. So I think this one's going to be a goner. Sad because it's very cute, but I feel like I look silly. What I'm doing is putting all of my bag charms on this top one, and then I think on the second one I'm going to do like my Nuimos and shoulder pals. So like Pooh is so cute. I don't even know if I ever got to use him. So we've got two. Then for shoulder pals, oh no, these are not shoulder pals, these are like the cutie cups. So we have Sebastian, we have Lotso, Mini Nuimo, Groot shoulder pal. So I actually, Dom has, I think I like talked about this one of the last trips. So I made this Remy shoulder pal into a bag charm for one of my outfits, but I can just easily cut this off and she can use it as a bag charm again. I wanted to make sure it wasn't permanent, but I thought he was a perfect size for a bag charm. I made him as a bag charm, but he's still technically a shoulder pal, so I'll put him with the shoulder pals. I'm gonna continue on with this. Behind this is like bags that I need to go through. Clothes, I'm not gonna do that today, but I do want to go through like bag charms and bags. Because I definitely want to get rid of stuff, but let's see if I actually get rid of anything. Guys, I finished. Look at that clean floor and do not mind that little wood stain there. The previous owners had a cat which ruined the floor. I normally have a rug over here, but I need to buy a bigger rug, so that's why it's empty. But amazing. Also, I don't think I ever showed you guys my ears that I changed out for the season. And then I stuck this back here. I showed you guys in the video. I don't know if I'll keep the clip, but this is a wood like surfboard kind of thing. And when I went to Alani, I had different characters sign it. So cute. So I decided to put this out here since it's summertime. But that's to stay. Still have a few things over here. This is my ancient laptop. I need to figure out what I'm doing with that. Left all my pins out because I'm going to be packing those soon, and then just miscellaneous things. I started my plant journey and kept all of these plant things that came with the plants that tell you how to water it. So that's what that is. And then the grand reveal of my closet. Ooh, amazing. So I did remove the clothes from this rack and stuck it up there so I had more space down here to put stuff. And then it's all nice and organized. I did get another bin. I put some extra bags in there. And then we've got this side. I organized all of these drawers, and then my pins are up there, my extra pins. Maybe I'll bring you guys outside quickly to show you the plants that I got outside because I'm like super excited about them. My plan is to hopefully replace all the fake plants in the house with real plants. Who knows how this journey is gonna go for me. I'm like probably 2 weeks in now. I've been obsessed with this creator on TikTok that she like posts all about plants, and her name is, I think it's Paige Talon or something. I can put her in the description if you guys are interested, but yeah, I love her. She's funny and she makes me interested in learning about plants. This is what 30 is, I guess. But yeah, let me show you these plants quickly outside, and then we're gonna end off the video. First thing I got is these succulents. And of course we have a Portugal flag here because it is World Cup season and my fiance is Portuguese and she has Portugal flags everywhere. So in case you're wondering what it's like to date someone, to be with someone who's into soccer during World Cup season, that's what it's like. I do have this little rose bush and bleeding hearts that are not really there anymore. They're kind of going away. These are just things that the previous owner of this house planted. Also, look at this little guy. I'm obsessed with him. Jonas, do you want to be in the video? Hi, Jonas. Hi. Hey, sit. Can you sit? Nope, he doesn't want to listen to me right now. Continuing on. This girl, she's not doing too hot over here. She had beautiful red flowers. This one just sprouted and is already dying. I think this is too sunny for her here, so I don't know where I'm going to change her to. And then got these cuties over here, which I love. Forgot the name of this tree. I'll put it on the screen for you guys. And then how adorable is this little plant in the Adirondack chair? So when I first got her, I had her right by my like front door, well, the side door, and she was not doing well. You could see the flowers were dying, but now it's doing better here, so that's good. And then the last little plant we got recently was this one. I think it's been 2 weeks now since we've gotten all these plants, so they're doing good. And then I might as well just show you my rose bush over here that is thriving. And I also have lots of hydrangeas. Here she is. Now she's sad because she needs water, so I'll water her in a little bit, but I have so many hydrangea bushes around the house. And then look at this rose bush. She is thriving. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was very all over the place, but I hope if you're watching this and you have come out recently, want to come out, or are just out and proud that, you know, this either helped you or this resonated with you. And as far as the rest of the video, I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know, it was kind of all over the place. But the next video that will be up is packing and prepping for Disney World. We will be there for 4th of July weekend, which is gonna be crazy. But I'm very excited. It's basically going to be like our 8-year anniversary gift to each other. We're staying at Pop Century, which is just a classic favorite of ours. It's one of the cheapest hotels, but has Skyliner access, so that's amazing. And I mean, I'll go more into detail, but on 4th of July, we're not going to do like the park during the day. We kind of want to go at night for fireworks, and we got a dining reservation at night. So I think it's just gonna be such a nice, relaxing trip. We're gonna do more midday breaks this time because it's gonna be so hot. So figuring out my outfits will be interesting because I need to dress very, very light. Not gonna go crazy with, you know, my outfits because it's just gonna be so hot that I need to be as, like, have as, I'm not okay, I can't get words out. I need to dress as light as possible, basically. So yeah, but again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And for now, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.